Hello everyone, and welcome to my bold and beautiful official channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Taylor monitors the battle of Brooke Ridge's emotional care providers. According to teasers on The Bold and the Beautiful, Taylor Hayes is sitting pretty. She has regained her family with Ridge Forrester and defeated Brooke Logan in this back-and-forth battle. Devoted supporters, however, are aware that Brooke will never fully give up. According to rumors, Nick will be back in Los Angeles, California by June. Brooke is unaware of that, though. Summer will kiss spring between now and then. Before that story point materializes, however, fans will be treated to a completely revamped and revitalized Taylor-Brooke battle. There is no denying that Ridge loves Brooke more than he loves Taylor right now, especially in light of the mountains of written proof. He is determined to swear off his Logan, though. So why didn't Ridge stay alone and take a break from Brooke? Ridge finds it difficult, if not impossible, to live without a woman, as the spectator is aware. For many years he has relied on Brooke and Taylor to support him, and it's difficult to blame him because both of these amazing women actually like him. And since Brooke and Taylor have been his emotional caregivers for a long time, propping him up is the preferred expression. Taylor meant it. She went back to Los Angeles to reunite with her family, make amends, and ultimately pass away. Before returning home, Taylor was given an ambiguous diagnosis, as loyal fans remember. She thought her heart failure was incurable and would soon prove to be fatal. Ridge, however, pushed her to seek a second opinion. Fortunately, a comprehensive assessment and expert consultation took place. Even though the phrase appears on the other side of the television, Dr. Grace Buckingham concluded that Taylor has broken heart syndrome, a soap opera term. That made Taylor more determined and gave her hope that she and Ridge could get back together. All previous conflicts with Brooke were trivial in comparison to Taylor's acceptance of her mortality. When Taylor first relayed that information to Brooke, he rejected it. Ridge's renewed admiration for this other long-term love is one of the reasons he and Taylor have reunited. He had assumed that she would always be his first pick, or as some audience members may understandably think, his backup plan. Brooke is also a member of the contingent. Without a doubt, Brooke rejects the notion that Taylor can provide for her in any way and loves Ridge. She also wants him back. The next Brooke-Taylor conflict will be set against the backdrop of another fashion display by Forrester Creations. Ridge is going to be the man in the center, and he'll probably stay there until Nick shows up. When that moment arrives, it will be interesting to watch Kay's character's reaction. Liam moves in with Finn and Steffi. I hope the living arrangement will surprise you. Hope Logan will wonder about Liam Spencer's unexpected living arrangement, since spoilers for The Bold and the Beautiful suggest that he will move in with Steffi Forrester and John Finn Finnegan. Liam needs someone to watch over him now that he has an inoperable brain tumor. Moving in with Finn and Steffi seems like the best option for Liam, who doesn't want to be confined to the hospital for longer than absolutely necessary. Since Finn works as a doctor, it will be beneficial for him to keep an eye on Liam. Kelly Spencer will be overjoyed to have her father in a spare room because she is constantly hankering after more time with him. Might also keep in mind that Steffi and Finn have a guest home, but given Liam's condition, it would probably be preferable for him to remain in the main house. Liam doesn't need to be left alone in case he collapses and injures himself once more. Naturally, Liam would be apprehensive about passing out in front of Kelly, but Steffi and Finn might pledge to step in if something frightening occurs. In any case, Finn and Steffi should welcome Liam into their home since he shouldn't be living alone. Steffi might be the one to recommend this and describe it as the ideal remedy. But according to teasers for The Bold and the Beautiful, Liam's new living situation will cause some people to have doubts, especially about Hope. It's definitely strange. Check to see if there are any developments on Liam's situation at the Cliff home. In the end, Hope will have the opportunity to question Liam about the true situation. Hope will be perplexed by Liam's strange behavior, and won't stop until she has some answers. Liam may initially continue with his strategy to conceal his brain tumor. As a result, Liam might wind up lying to Hope about why he actually lives with Steffi and Finn. Liam might invent a story about how he was forced to leave his previous residence due to a busted pipe or something similar. Liam would undoubtedly make an excuse, but Hope might sense that she isn't hearing the whole story. In any event, when Hope learns of Liam's next living situation, she will raise an eyebrow. Hope may question Liam because of all the indications that he is becoming into a Cliff House resident. Hope accuses Steffi of robbing Beth of daddy time and concealing Liam's tumor. Why does Brooke feel such desperation? These days it seems like everyone is asking themselves this question. According to spoilers on The Bold and the Beautiful, Brooke Logan is behaving very frantically to win Ridge Forrester back. Fans, however, can't help but worry what this whole situation might lead to in the end. Like the waffler that he is, Ridge has been alternating between Brooke and Taylor Hayes for years. Even though Brooke has been married to different men, it appears that she is now acting as though Ridge is the only man in America. Although Ridge has already made up his mind about Taylor, she is acting as though nothing will stop her from getting back together this time. The woman hasn't gotten a clue, despite your expectation that she would. We don't recall the self-assured Brooke Logan of so many years ago like this. Naturally, some readers express their thoughts on this plot and its apparent direction. However, fans will just need to tune in every single day to see what happens next. On weekdays, the network broadcasts The Bold and the Beautiful. Look up the timings in your local listings. What are your thoughts on this story? Please share your opinions in the space provided for comments below. Additionally, keep an eye out here for the most recent breaking news. According to previews for The Bold and the Beautiful, Hope Logan would accuse Steffi Forrester of concealing Liam Spencer's tumor. Will Hope claim that Steffi stole Beth Spencer's little time with her father? Since Liam isn't contacting Beth as frequently as he usually does, Hope has already expressed concern. A brain bleed, emergency surgery, and new scan results showing an inoperable mass have kept Liam busy. Liam has a dire prognosis, despite his efforts to fight for his future and strive to live for his girls. Since there is currently no known means to save Liam, John Finnegan has attempted to prepare him for the worst-case scenario. Naturally, Steffi was the one who first informed Liam that he was dying and the one who discovered him after he passed out. It's evident that while Hope is being kept out of the spotlight, at least for the time being, Steffi is involved in every stage of this plot. Hope, however, cannot remain in the dark indefinitely, particularly if Liam will indeed die at the conclusion of this heartbreaking plot. Hope will eventually need to be included in the process. Hope may get the facts from someone in the hidden circle, and will have additional inquiries regarding Liam's peculiar actions. Bridget Forrester may even reveal anything that causes Hope to press Liam, or maybe Steffi for clarification. Although Steffi may finally acknowledge that she has been concealing Liam's tumor at his request, Hope might not think it is a sufficient justification. Hope would contend that Steffi ought to have defied Liam's wishes and told her and the other people who care about him. Hope would argue that Steffi should have taken the lesson from the incident and shared the news so Liam could have more support, given that a similar scenario occurred with dying Eric Forrester. In any event, Hope will experience a flurry of emotions and require someone to place the blame on. One could easily envision Hope selecting Steffi as a target for her rage over Liam's fatal diagnosis. Hope can argue that, like Kelly Spencer, she should have been informed of Liam's illness in order to ensure Beth had more time with her father. Hope will undoubtedly want their daughter to spend more time with her cherished father if Liam is nearing the end of his life. Hope might be incensed that Steffi obstructed that. Since he encouraged Steffi to keep quiet, Liam will undoubtedly defend her, but she might still encounter Hope's criticism. Baby Jack returns all grown up at Nick and Brooke's reunion? According to teasers on The Bold and the Beautiful, Nick returns for a quick visit during a fashion display for Forrester Creations. Could Nick's child with Brooke Logan return as well, given his reappearance? The birth story of baby Jack Malone is convoluted, and no mention has been made of him. However, since soaps are formed of this kind of material, let's begin discussing the potential. Supporters are aware of Brooke's heartbreak for Ridge Forrester. Brooke has experienced heartbreak in the past. This time, though, it looks like Brooke is simply finding it really difficult to move on. Because no mature woman of her caliber would go around pleading with a man who has obviously moved on, Brooke's self-esteem has also suffered. Sometimes Brooke needs a reminder, so perhaps Nick will give one to her. Nick appears in a week of promo video. Could the character remind Brooke of her numerous love stories now that he was back? Brooke may have feelings for Ridge, but it's obvious that he doesn't love her. The best course of action would be for Brooke to just leave that position and have an independent life. The only reason it hurts to see Ridge every day is that she is still employed at Forrester Creations. According to teasers for The Bold and the Beautiful, Nick and Brooke gave birth to a young son called Jack Malone many years ago. Although the baby was genetically Brooke's, Taylor Hayes was the one who carried it. According to what I've read, this plot continued for over a year before poof, but that was before I started watching. Both Jack and Nick disappear. Since then, Nick has come back, but Jack is never brought up. You have to wonder what became to the young guy. Nick most likely took the child and left town. But the fact that Brooke never brings up Jack is a little strange. According to the soap forums, Jack was R.J. Forster's junior by 3 years. Could an adult Jack then unexpectedly knock on Brooke's door? It's likely that Jack was never told the twisted and perverted baby story. So, it might lead to a lot of problems when Jack walks up wanting answers. Keep an eye out because it might also present some fresh romance prospects for the young women of Los Angeles.